One last time. If we don't get no more than 5 minutes out of this, I'm going to quit this bullshit.
Yeah, we back again.
Something ain't working right. I don't know what the hell it is, but in order to get connection back, I have to shut it plumb down and restart it. So hopefully they'll find us again here in a second. I'm sure some of them will.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait a minute. There's Christina Hess. She's back. Hello, Christina. Glad to see you again. Hopefully this one will last more than 4 or 5 damn minutes. This is crazy. At least last weekend we were getting an hour or two out of it. Now we can get 5 minutes. I don't know what the hell's happening.
KDD says
so I'm not going to move for a minute. I don't know. Maybe it's just bouncing this fucking phone around. I don't know what the hell the deal is. Don't make any sense though. It shouldn't have all those problems. I pay for unlimited damned internet and AT&T won't let me have none. What the hell? Tiff's back, or Michelle's back with my booster seat. I hope it works out too, Christina. This sucks. I like being able to talk back and forth with y'all, and I hate it when it goes out, because it makes our ride for the night really boring when we don't have y'all to talk to. Because then we just have each other to amuse, and we've already heard all of each other's jokes. It's not as much fun. You've already heard all my smart-ass remarks, ain't you, Eugene?
Yeah. We
need some crayons and coloring books on the helmet for me. Yeah. Yep, I definitely got the short end of the stick when it comes to hiking. I'll agree with that. You know, guys, what's really funny is I have a birthmark on the right side of my neck, a big old red one. It almost looked like a hickey if you don't get close enough to see it. And when I was a little kid, the doctor told me, he said, when you get as tall as you're supposed to be, that'll be up under your sideburns and nobody will ever see it. So, of course, I asked him, I was like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old. And I said, well, how tall will I be? He said, you'll be at least 6 foot tall. Well, buddy, wasn't he wrong? I didn't even make it to 5.5. I'm only 5'4". Lying bastard. You wonder why I don't trust doctors. Is this shit going to work now? I don't know, Sovereign. It's definitely shit, though, for sure. It's them damn penguins. You must have brought them with you.
Yeah, we're great till Sovereign comes.
Christina said she likes watching us because we're entertaining and we make them laugh. Well, we try our best, guys. You know, since the content isn't so great, we at least try to be funny. At least that way you know, got some reason to follow us around, because otherwise it's just boring as shit out here driving around in circles. I can tell you that. And we think we're bored at it. I wonder how bored the police get when there ain't shit going on in here and they're just cruising around empty streets all night. Oh, I know how bored they get, because we do it, don't we?
Yeah.
I know, right, Sovereign? Am I gonna have to block you from my channel to keep the fucking penguins out of here? Hello again, JR. I'm glad you made it back, man. Yeah, we're on live like 55 or something now. Can't keep them going, only getting like 5 minutes out of them. We're at 3.5 now. This is where it cut off last time. So hopefully we'll get a little bit longer out of this. It says we're up to 14 again. Somebody put something in the chat out there. Let me know you're still there. Because this is where it cut off last time. It's starting to look like it just did it again. Oh, there we go. There's KDD. She's here. JR's still here. Well, it's working for the moment. I don't know how long this is going to last. Farlap Move says they can hear us. Well, that's a good deal. All right. So we're working for the moment anyway.
Sovereign needs to take his damn penguins back.
No, Nicody, I don't have the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth on. Both are turned off. That's why I don't understand what's happening to it. But no, I have both turned off. Just using the cell data. That's why I pay for the unlimited, so I can run on the cell without having to have Wi-Fi. If I was trying to drive through here on Wi-Fi, there's no way in hell I'd have to have everybody's passcode in town to make it work. Switch from one to the next. Ain't that funny? When we was little kids, you walk in somebody's house and you're like, hey, you got a cup of coffee? Nowadays, you walk in somebody's house and go, hey, what's your Wi-Fi password? It's the first thing people ask when they walk in the damn house. What's your Wi-Fi password?
That's weird because I had a buddy. He just got out of prison. He come and see me today. We're sitting there just BSing pretty much. And he's like, hey, brother, he said, what's your Wi-Fi password? I said, motherfucker, I ain't seen you in 10 years.
Right.
The first thing you asked my Wi-Fi.
Hey, Pat's back. Hello, Pat. We can blame Richard Byrd, he said, for stirring them up, them fucking penguins down there. Art said fucking penguins. Cholito's in Colombia. Y'all know this? I've been told that. Been told that. I think that says Dynamite. I've been told that. I don't know where the hell he's at. I'll be honest. If he's out of the country, I hope the fuck they don't let him back in. I hope wherever the hell he went, they just keep his dumb ass. And that's less we'll have to deal with here. Just saying. Hey, Ida's back. Lisa said it's your fault, Eugene. She's probably right. I don't know how, but I'd say it is your fault.
Blame me, Miss Lisa. Just blame me. I blame Michelle, though.
Family reunion in Colombia, Katie D said. I can't believe there's any fucking family that would want to reunite with the bastard. Just saying. I wouldn't want to reunite with him, that's for sure. Sovereign said he hopes he gets a Colombian necktie. Jeez. That's hardcore shit right there.
Now I know why everybody says Sovereign's mean.
I agree with you, Dynamite. I hope he doesn't come back either. I like to see some bitch stay wherever the hell he's at. I know, Chris, it always does that. It doesn't shut down correctly. It's because I lose the connection. And then in order to get it back, I have to shut my phone completely off and turn it back on before it'll connect to YouTube again. It like loses connection. I don't know why that is.
I love you too, dear.
Dynamite said he took everybody's money and left, right? That's exactly what the fuck happened. There you go, guys. Hit the button again before it goes down. Because it's definitely probably going to go out at some point. Sovereign said if he comes back, I hope it's in a 55-gallon barrel. Jesus, Sovereign. Don't hold back now. Tell us how you really feel. So close YouTube and clear the cache. Do you know how to do that? No, I don't actually. Not on a phone. I would know how to do that on a PC, but I don't know how to do it on this phone. If somebody can explain that to me, if it goes out again, I'll try that. Do I do that under settings, or it's an iPhone, if that helps you understand how to do it? I'm pretty well illiterate on a phone. I don't know much about them, really. I'm just lucky I can get this camera going and do what I do with it. Travel advisory, level 3 to Colombia, Sovereign says. He said he knows how to do it in Android. Yeah, I don't know. iPhone's what I have. I have a iPhone 13 Pro Max. Hello, Tina Slay. How you doing tonight? Good to see you out there. No clue how to do it in iPhone. Well, that makes 2 of us. 3 of us. Fuck, Eugene don't know either.
No, and I got an Android.
Well, that ain't helping with this iPhone. You don't know how to do it in Android either, do you?
Nope.
Well, there you go then. It wouldn't matter. Wouldn't matter which one we got. Oh, good deal. I'm glad to hear you're amazing, Tina. That is awesome. Awesome to hear. I'm glad it was a good day for you. Tina's one of our beloved out there. Yep. All across YouTube, man. She's more famous than any content creator out there and don't really have her own channel. I mean, she's got one, but it's, she doesn't really create content and put it up, and yet one of the most famous people on YouTube. Everybody knows Tina Slay Richardson. Awesome, awesome lady for anyone that doesn't know. Need to upgrade to an Android, Colin said. He can't Google anything. He doesn't have any internet. Did you even bring a phone tonight?
Nope.
Well, there you go. I'd have to turn mine on and use it as a hotspot, and if I do that, I definitely ain't gonna be able to run live on it. Ain't gonna be able to handle all that. We might be able to do it. Might be able to set this up as a hotspot and run the live off yours. Well, shit, you can't go live on your channel, though, can you?
No.
Got some major help from unlikely people. Well, good. I'm glad that you got help. And it's always good when it comes from the unlikely. Those people usually become the likely after a short time, it seems. I know to a lot of people, I'm considered one of the unlikely. However, they find out pretty quick that I'm not who they thought I was when they first meet me. Said she's going to send some pictures. Good deal. And again, I'm sorry they dragged you out into my live the other night, Tina. I didn't mean for that to happen exactly. I was just asking for the link to the video that you'd put out. I wanted everybody to see it, you know, or at least be able to go take a look at it if they wanted. And I think somebody messaged you, and that's how we got you in there. So I'm sorry that we interrupted your evening. That wasn't my intention, actually. There, Tina sent us some pictures. I don't want to try to go look at them because I'm afraid it'll screw this damn phone up. I've already lost 3 or 4 lives now. I'm afraid to do anything else on it. Oh, it was you, Art. It's all Art's fault, Tina. It's all Art's fault. Said you went to a Patriot event today. Cool. Lisa said it looks like you have to be vaccinated to get into Colombia. She's wondering how Chile got in. Well, maybe he got his vaccine. Far lap moves, yeah, I know. I don't know why they don't shut down. I'm hitting it here and it ends on my end, but it doesn't end on the YouTube end. I don't know why. Hey, there's Larry back. Hello, Larry. Yeah, guys, if this shuts down again, I will try to do as requested. I'll try to clear the cache. I don't know what that'll do. Turning the phone off and turning it back on, I would think would do it. I don't know. I know much more about a PC. Are you allowed to say the name of that person yet? I suppose so. We did what Tina asked us, and for 24 hours we wouldn't mention his name. So I suppose now that we're past that, it's okay. Tina said Chile ran away. Good. I hope he runs all the way and stays wherever the hell he ran to. I hope he doesn't come back. I really don't. I hope we never see or hear from that fucker again, ever. That'd make me the happiest little hillbilly on earth right there. To know that he's not running amok in this country taking people's money. Because I really dislike him for that. It's close to hate. I don't hate him, but man, if I was ever going to hate somebody, it'd be him. Hey, there's Lou Skunt. How you doing? Did you see that name?
What?
Lou Skunt. Lou Skunt. So when you say
I looked at Lou Skunt.
Well, that's exactly how it's meant to be sounded, Lou Skunt. So I think Lou gets a kick out of it to hear her say it. That's why he puts it in there that way. Larry said, as happy as a pig in mud. That's right. That's right. Happy as a 3-pecker billy goat in a whorehouse, buddy. Sorry, that was kind of not family oriented there, but you know, you'll have that. I don't have much of a filter, guys, so don't ever let your children watch me.
Hanging out with us, they're gonna hear a lot more than that.
Well, they'll hear a lot more with me, I guarantee it. I don't filter a whole lot. Some people get upset. They're like, there's kids here. And I'm thinking, well, shit, they heard worse than that on TV last night.
Yeah.
Don't give me any shit, you know. Might have to turn on cellular data. It is on, Blanche. It is on. My Wi-Fi is turned off and my Bluetooth is turned off. So the only thing on is the cell data. That's what I'm running on. I just don't know why it keeps cutting off. I'm going to have to go bitch at AT&T, I guess, and find out if it's an AT&T problem, a YouTube problem, or exactly what the problem is so I can get it fixed. Because I honestly don't know. Mr. B said so I wouldn't make a good fuel filter. I doubt it. I let a lot of shit through. You'd have a gummed up engine if you wanted me on it. That sucker needs its exhaust fixed, don't it?
Yeah.
Easy, Pete. Talk about modified. Broken the fuck off means modified, don't it? Loose Cunt said, we aren't here for any filtered speech. Well, that's a good fucking thing, I tell you. If you were here for that, you'd be in trouble. I'm assuming I'm going to say this right, Gur and Akiva. I hope that's correctly. I butcher so much. Why would I have an iPhone? Well, actually, Colin, because I can work an iPhone a hell of a lot better than I can an Android. That's not saying much, but better than an Android. Della said, Terry has no filter. Been with him for 13 years, and I still never know what he's going to say. That's about fucking right. To be honest, neither do I. I'm just as surprised as you are after I've said it. There have been a lot of times when I've had to pull both feet out of my mouth and, you know, realize that I probably should have avoided sticking them in there. Let's see. Chris V says, you clear YouTube cache using the Chrome app on your phone. Okay, well, I'm not using Chrome now. I'm using the YouTube app. Maybe it's a problem with the YouTube app. I don't know. And Cody says, try clearing your cache memory, the RAM, not anything else. Well, if I knew how to do that, that's just it. I'm not sure how to do that. I'll have to play with the phone and figure all that out. And Cody says, maybe I don't have enough RAM. Well, I don't know. It seems to work fine at times. It's only at other times that it goes. Like right now, we've been going for 17 and a half minutes. Last weekend, we were going for, geez, one night I went for a good 4 or 5 hours and had absolutely no problem. Then all of a sudden, Cody says it's typically in settings. Good, okay, that's where I'll look for it. If something happens to this live, I'll try all that, and we'll try to get one more going. Then memory, okay. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate it. I'll check that out. If something happens to this one, I'll see what I can do with that. And if that don't work, I'll throw it against the ground and kick it and cuss it a while, and we'll try it then. I don't know if that'll help, but I'll probably feel better. I'm a mechanic. That's the mechanic's pressure relief, you know, kicking and cussing. Art says he can't watch his mouth. His mustache is in the way. Right? I got the same problem. That and my nose is so damn big I couldn't see down past it that far anyway. I don't know what the hell happened with my nose. I used to have a small nose. The older I get, the bigger it fucking gets, like it's swelling out across my face or something. I don't know why that is. All right, Chris, I'll check it out. He says you got to go through the YouTube or the Chrome app. I agree with you, Sundown. I've been trying to tell him if they'd shut up for 14 straight days about chili, he'd hang himself. Because all of a sudden, nobody would give a shit. That's a fact. I believe he'd do something absolutely nuts. We'd not talk about him at all. Any channel that's ever mentioned him, they don't mention him for straight 14 days, he would lose his fucking mind. Colin said you can always fix an iPhone with a hammer. Well, don't tempt me. I got a big fucking hammer in the trunk. I got a 4-pound mini sledge back there. I'll beat the shit out of it. I got great fucking insurance on this phone, too. And that's why it costs me so much, because I pay for all the good stuff just in case. I'd appreciate it, Chris. If you've got that link, that would be awesome. I would sure appreciate it. Cody says, your ears and nose get bigger as you age. Well, that sucks because my head's so small. They already look so big. Before long, I'm just going to be a set of fucking ears and nose and laying on top of a couple feet. Katie D said he'd be gone for 2 weeks. Well, hopefully 2 weeks stretches into 2 years and then the rest of his fucking life, I hope. CJ says you always need a BFH, a big fucking hammer. You're right, absolutely. I always carry a big hammer. Haven't been lying, have you? No, that's not the reason my nose is growing. I tell the truth too damn much. Ask anybody around me. I can be kind of rude telling the truth. I don't mean to be, but I'm the kind of person that I'll tell you the truth even if it hurts your feelings, not because I want to hurt you, but because I want you to know beyond all I'm going to be honest with you. Hey, there's Zeus. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. There's Vinny. I see you out there. Hello. I just got that email, Chris. I appreciate it. It just came in, so if something happens to this stream, I'll check that out and see what I can do with it. There's Mask Ranger 38. Hello, Mask Ranger. How you doing this fine, wonderful evening? This fine Friday night. Lou said they love my honesty, Big T. Well, I'm glad, because that's what you're going to get, even if I sound like an asshole doing it. I don't mean to, but I want y'all to know that, like, even if I hurt your feelings, it was only because I was trying to be honest. You know, don't come out if you're overweight in a shirt and ask me if the shirt makes you look fat, because I'm going to tell you, no, your fat makes you look fat. The shirt's great. You know, because it's not, you know, I mean, I don't know why people sugar shit up. You sugarcoat something, people just eat that too. So I tend not to put much sugar on stuff. I'm kind of a straightforward, plain old kind of guy. And some of the shit I say comes off really fucking rude. I don't mean for it to, but people, man, their feelings get hurt too easy. All right, Colin, I'll try to remember to turn those headlights on. I appreciate the reminder. Somebody said the guy on the billboard every few seconds looks like Obama. I haven't been paying attention to that damn billboard. Sitting here watching the chat. Loose Cunt says, does my giant belly make me look fat? Yes, yes it does. If you have a giant belly, that is exactly what will do it. You know, I never could figure out why people who are overweight have a big problem with themselves. If you say something about it, they get all butthurt. You know what I mean? Like they didn't know, or they're afraid you're going to tell somebody else. You know what I mean? Like they're afraid people wouldn't know if you didn't say something, you know? Like, what the hell? Went by police on the way home. I'm nowhere near you. Hope all is well. Taped off. Della said, Terry in his mouth, right? Lisa's wanting to know if you went to sleep.
No, just sitting here looking around. I'm still awake, Miss Lisa.
Or at least he says he is. Maybe he's talking in his sleep. Mask Ranger said they're fat and proud of it. Well, there you go. You know, if you're happy with who you are, don't give two shits what anybody else thinks. Hell, I don't. I don't know why people's feelings get hurt so damned easy in the world anyway. Hell, everybody's all about being offended these days. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you people? Don't y'all remember that sticks and stones are what hurt you? The words only hurt you if you're weak-minded and you let it. Like, if you just learn not to give a damn what people think of you, all of a sudden you don't have to give a shit what they say. It doesn't matter. It can't hurt your feelings. It only hurts if you let it. Don't let it. It's the best advice I can give you guys. I always call it mind over matter. If you learn not to mind, then to you it won't fucking matter. Remember, the people that know you know better, and the people that don't know you, why do you give a fuck what they think? It doesn't change your life any. You still be the same person getting up doing the same thing tomorrow. Whether you're fat, skinny, black, white, got red hair, green hair, none of that shit makes any difference in the real world. So don't let anybody ever convince you that it does, because it doesn't. Not a bit. If you ever encounter me, you'll see I'll treat you on that meeting. I'll treat you however you act with me, and it won't have nothing to do with what you look like. Whether you're big, small, tall, skinny, none of that shit's going to make no fucking difference. I promise you. Y'all see how I take the short jokes pretty well, you know, and it's just because mind over matter. I don't mind, so to me it don't matter. Don't matter a bit. I have just as much fun with the short jokes as everybody else. I always tell them I'm not short, I'm fun size. I can crawl up under your hat and you won't even know I'm there. Chris V says he's afraid to tell a cashier a compliment nowadays. Yeah, Della gets on to me a lot because I try to be nice and I say something like "thanks, darling" or "thanks, sweetheart," something like that, and she's like, sounds like I'm flirting with them. She says, "Well, that's not how I mean it." We have that a lot here in Ohio, especially down around this area. Everybody's like babe, hun, sweetheart,
Yep.
and it's just people just trying to be polite. It's all it is. They don't mean nothing by it. But unfortunately, the ears that hear it take it and turn it into what they want instead of what it actually is. Mask Ranger says, my late dad was short. I assume that means they passed away, I'm assuming. My dad was actually a bit taller than me. You're right, Nicody, in this economy, you should just be happy to have something to eat for sure. Right, Chris. Telling a woman they look really nice today doesn't mean you want to fuck them. I agree 100%. That is true. And I don't know why people would say that. I really don't. That doesn't make any damn sense, but that's what people say. Mask Ranger says died from cancer. Yeah, my father died. Cancer got him too. He ended up with a heart attack, what finally took him out, but he wasn't going to live much longer with the cancer he had anyway. So my uncle had lung cancer for the third time and just died about six or 7 months ago, and his wife followed along behind him just about 2 or 3 months after that. Two of my most favorite people in the world. I miss them terribly every day. Every single day I think about them. Ida says, I'm short, fat, and ugly, but I am who I am. That's it. Well, Ida, not all of us think you're ugly. A lot of times it's not what you look like on the outside. Hello, Roseanne. It's who you are on the inside. Now, I'll give you, for instance, do you remember being back in like grade school when you see that pretty little girl or that cute little boy, and then all of a sudden a few months later you see them and you wonder why you thought they were so good looking in the beginning? Well, the reason was because you got to know them, and when you get to know somebody, it changes the way you see them. So just understand that it's not the person, what they look like on the outside, it's who they are on the inside. That will show through, and it'll cover up everything that's wrong with you on the outside. That's fact. But here's the thing, if it makes the other person uncomfortable, you shouldn't say it. I disagree, Lisa. I say people's comfort isn't my problem, to be honest. I think that's their problem. I think they need thicker skin and less weak of an emotional state. That's my personal opinion, and I think the world would be a lot better. If you could just look at a random person and go, hey, fuck you, and they could look back and go, okay, and go on with their day and not give a shit, there you go. That's how it should be. That should be the end of it. There ain't no point in people running around always fucking hurt and always uncomfortable because of some words. Shit. I don't understand why people are always upset about some shit somebody said. Damn. You're right, Chris. They have been conditioned. They've been conditioned into weak-minded, emotional fools. And when I say fool, I mean it with every meaning of the word. They're absolute fools. Weak-minded. Terrible. Terribly weak-minded. I mean, if what I can say can hurt you on the inside, that's terrible. I understand what you mean, Lisa. It's just, the thing is why would that make somebody uncomfortable? Because you said, thank you, sweetheart. I mean, if somebody's uncomfortable with that, that just proves the weak-minded. That's what I'm saying. Now they just want to create a problem out of nothing. They should just say, you're welcome, baby, and leave it alone, But I do understand what you mean, Lisa. And I don't go out trying to hurt people's feelings. That's, of course, not what I do. But unfortunately, some people feel, as you say, uncomfortable. And I'm definitely the kind of guy to, push the comfort zone for sure. Hell, I bet Eugene, I'll probably make him uncomfortable every now and then when I say certain stuff.
No.
Lisa says, I disagree. I figured you would, but that's okay. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot of those as the years roll by, but I love Lisa. She's another one of those that's honest. Honest always, and I appreciate that so much out of her. Scroll up and read my last 2 comments. All right, Tina, I'm sorry that I missed it. Said she did an interview with Patrick, I assume that's Byrne. I'm not very good at pronunciation today. And where is it? I see the name Eric Trump. Is that the 2 you were talking about? And if so, I got to be honest, I don't know who the hell either 2 of those people are, to be honest. If I should know them, I don't. Well, I agree, Lisa. Men shouldn't run up and hug you. But as far as like you just being a cashier at the store and they say thanks, sweetie, or thanks, babe, or something like that, you know, I mean, it's just somebody trying to be nice. Hey, there's Miss 5250. Hello, how you doing? Said Fresno here. Well, we're out in Ironton here. Glad to see you tonight. Yeah, you're right. My chat is better when I'm not driving. I'm wondering if it's, you know, just bumping around in this cradle is what's screwing it all up. Eric Trump, as in Donald Trump's son. I didn't know he had a son named Eric. Did you know that?
No.
Me either. Of course, it's not like I know much about Donald Trump. I don't like him either. So I don't. He's a politician. I don't like none of them bastards. So I don't really know a whole lot about them, to be honest. I just know that they're a bunch of lying sons of bitches that are in it for the money. That's what I know. And it don't matter if it's Trump or Biden or, you know, unfortunately. They're all in it for the money. Don't think for a second they ain't. They're in it for something, I'll put it that way. Because we didn't get shit out of it. We the people got nothing. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's out there being a kid. Hell, he looks like he's probably only about 12 years old. Trump is a businessman, not a politician. I disagree. He was absolutely a politician, a sworn Republican, as a matter of fact, if you ask him. That's what he said. So that makes him a politician. Just because he used to be a businessman doesn't mean shit to me. I still don't like the bastard because he's a politician. He's president and didn't help us any, I'll put it that way. You're right, Sundown. Some people do like basic, simple manners, and I do have those. However, I don't understand how it's against manners to maybe call somebody sweetheart. And I don't do it normally. It has slipped out. I usually use the word darling because it seems a little less intrusive than like baby doll or sweetheart or something like that I kind of reserve for my wife.
I use sweetheart a lot.
You know. Well, see, I'll say that to her, but I don't really say that to, you know what I mean? I'll say it to the little girl, like your kid, you know, I'll say, you know, sweetheart and stuff. But I don't normally say that to women that I don't know, you know. Orange Cone says, I had 3 cops respond today at the FedEx counter. The folks in FedEx refused to give me a package because they were terrified of my Rottweiler. That's kind of funny. Lisa said he only became a Republican to run for president. Yeah, I don't care why he ran for president. He wasn't a great president. Anybody out there that thinks he was, I beg you to tell me what the fuck. Why is it better now? How is it any better? It's not. It's not any better whatsoever right now than it was before he ever took office. So just because some people liked him and some people hated him doesn't mean it was any better or any worse. We end up with the same shit no matter who runs. Whether it's Republican, Democrat, don't make no difference. The people get shit on, the government gets stronger, and they make more money. Lisa says, Terry, you don't understand because you're not a woman. Do you call men sweetheart or darling? No, I personally don't, but I do know men that did. My father-in-law always called everybody babe, including me. He called everybody babe. So, you know, there again, it just depends on what man you're talking about. Some men are just like that, and some women are too. I've been called the same things by women. So, and it's not them trying to make me uncomfortable. They're just trying to be nice. Hell, it was a stranger in a store, So, So I understand what you're saying, Lisa. I'm just saying there's no point in getting bent about it, is what I'm saying. Anybody that would take time to get mad or feel uncomfortable about it thinks way too much of their damn selves. They're thinking too much about themselves. They just need to quit thinking about themselves for a minute and think about the other person and tell them to have a great fucking day. Oh, they tried to tell her a Rottweiler wasn't a service dog because she didn't put a thing on it that said service dog the way they wanted. Yeah, well, tell them to fuck off. I'd like to have me a big old pit bull as a service dog. I wouldn't put an apron on it either. Might put a bulletproof vest on it just because it'd look mean. I can't bring my dog out. He loves people too much. He'd be all over everybody, expecting them to pet him, you know. Now, if he's alone in the yard and somebody walks up that he don't know, he acts like he's going to plumb fucking eat him up. But if I'm out there and I'm okay with him, he is too. Huh?
It'd intimidate people if we brought him out.
Yeah, well, that not once they seen him for a minute, they wouldn't be intimidated by him. He ain't got a mean bone in his body unless he's playing guard dog, and then he's, you know, then he's meaner than shit. At least he acts like it. And yes, he will bite. He bit my cousin twice. He bit the neighbor 4 or 5 times every time he come up, but that guy wasn't worth a shit, so there you go. The dog's a good judge of character. Let's travel the world says, what are we doing here? Well, I'm not sure what you're doing here. The rest of them are in here having a good conversation. It's nice to have you there, even if you're not sure why you're here. Tiffany said, wake up, babe, you're not talking.
I just don't talk as much as Terry.
I'll tell you what I think of Jesse Ventura DeBose. I think he was a gatekeeper. I think he got by with saying stuff that some of the rest of us aren't allowed to say. And that's a fact, because some of the things he said, people got their whole YouTube channel shut down because they weren't able to say it. Even though it was the same thing he said on TV. Funny that. Some people can say things and other people can't. You got some people that can say the truth and other people just aren't able to say it. Sean, how you doing tonight? Good to see you out there. TT Tiny Terry, right?
Here we go again.
You're right, Chris V. I believe people add too many emotions to words and objects and all kinds of other things in their lives. And that's why they feel bad when they lose those things in life. You know, that toy that Dad bought them at a certain age, or that gun that was given to them by Grandpa, and they attach emotion to an object instead of to the person. That is funny that FedEx had to call cops in order to, you know, because of a service dog. That's ridiculous. But, you know, that's kind of what's going on today. People are like that. Mr. B says, I feel like spending money, $200 if you dance for 10 minutes live. Well, you want to dance, Eugene?
Hell no.
It's worth $200 to you. Mr. B will pay you.
No.
I'll make sure you get it. I would dance, but the last time I tried that, I ended up in the psych ward under a 3-day observation because they thought I was having seizures and they wouldn't believe I was just trying to dance. They thought I was out of my mind. So, yeah, dancing's not my thing. I always tell everybody I'm a drummer. I'm used to playing the beat that everybody else dances to. My dancing doesn't look the same as everybody else's.
Came in a video.
All right, guys, I'm going to try to drive around here. I hope I don't lose the damn chat, but I'm going to try it.
Up 250.
Terry, how do you feel about this election cycle? Do you anticipate a hardcore red wave? Well, I'm not sure what the fuck a red wave is unless you're talking about like the Republican side of it. And I tell you, I got to be honest, I really don't give a shit because it don't matter who the fuck you vote for. You don't get to really pick them. You only get to vote for the ones they tell you can vote for. So I don't trust none of the bastards because I didn't get to pick none of them. None of them. I didn't get to pick who I wanted for president. I got to pick between the 2 people they said could be president. And I disagree with that vehemently, and I think all of the American public should, and I don't know why they're not smart enough to. I got to be honest. I don't know why people don't get upset about that. Doesn't make any sense to me.
We need a good old hillbilly for president.
Yeah, we need somebody like me or you in there, somebody to kick someone's fucking ass, kick them right in the square in the balls. That's what we need. We need somebody to actually act like a fucking president instead of leader of the free world, because that ain't what your fucking president is. They're lying to you people. That's not their fucking job. They're not that fucking important. As a matter of fact, the Constitution doesn't even give you the right to vote for your president. How about that, guys? Did you ever read it? Did you ever see how the president's supposed to be elected and how the vice president's supposed to be elected? The president's not even allowed to pick his own running mate. Ha! I bet most of you didn't even know that. You guys should spend some time reading the Constitution. You'd be greatly surprised at the fact that it don't fucking work no more. Masked Ranger said they don't vote because they don't care. I'm going to be honest with you, Masked Ranger. I've never even been registered to vote in my entire life. I'm 48 years old, and I've never registered to vote. And what I'm going to hear from a few people is, since I don't vote, I have no right to complain. But I want to explain to you that you assholes voted them in. I have every right to complain. I didn't vote for none of the bastards. I voted for none of the above by not voting. I didn't want none of them. And yet I had to have that boot on my neck because you people went and voted for them anyway. You won't stay at home with me so that we can make a stand as the people. So that's what's going on right there. I feel like I'm all alone in it. People are caught up in the shit they watch on the news and they think that's real shit. They don't realize that ain't none of that shit real.
No.
Like the president being commander-in-chief of the military. You know how that got started? It's not constitutional. The president one day said, I'm commander-in-chief of the military. And everybody said, okay. But that's not how it's supposed to be. And the Constitution sure as fuck didn't make it that way in the beginning. Just saying.
Like I said, man.
But there again, guys, do your own research. Hell, don't listen to me. I wouldn't know left from right. I'm just a dumbass hillbilly that lives on a muddy hillside. I wouldn't know nothing.
We need a dumbass hillbilly for president.
I agree 100%. I think we need dumbass hillbillies everywhere to run this fucker.
I guarantee it.
Bring it up out of the fucking hole it's in. Get rid of the Federal Reserve. Tell the IRS to take a fucking leap and turn this country into something again.
Yep.
That's what needs to happen. I think we lost the chat again. It's moving around is what's doing it.
Damn it.
I believe we lost it again. Every time we get to moving around, ain't it?
Every time.
Well, that fucking sucks. Means we're going to have to go with number 5,499 live tonight, because, you know, the other 5,000 some ain't worked yet. Son of a bean eater, man. I just can't keep one going. The only way this is going to work is we sit still. And if we sit still, we ain't going to be able to do what we do. So I'm not sure what to do here. I'm going to go down here and try to clear this cache as they told me to. And I don't think that's got anything to do with it, since we sit still and it works and we move and it don't.
Yeah, this country's going to hell, man.
This country's already went to hell. It ain't going to hell. It already fucking sucks. People were waiting for the stock market, waiting for the crash in 2008. It fucking crashed. What do you think the bailouts were for? It's because the economy went into the shitter and people are still waiting for it to happen. They don't know it already happened. They still can't get it through their heads. It's already not worth a damn, people. Already not worth a damn. It all went to shit. That's what government bailouts were for. That's the reason they had to bail them out. It's because the economy went straight into the shitter. It was designed to do that. That was the point. Because our money's not money. Well, come on, go around them. Shit, you got a full open lane there. I don't know why y'all are slowing down like you can't get through there or something. Dale always says, road rage much? I say, no, just enough. Never too much, just enough. That's right, just enough. Road rage, just enough. Well, shit, people, we've lost the damn chat again. And I know I'm going to cut this live off right here. I'm going to try to do a couple things with this damn phone. And we'll bring you back up here one more time. And hopefully we can get it to stay. But this live's going to keep on going. So don't stay in it. I'm going to shut it off right here, right now, and when I do, it's going to take about 45 seconds on my end for it to be ended, but it'll still act like it's live on your end, so go ahead and leave out of there and get ready for the next one, if you're still willing to follow us around. If not, then I guess I'll see you on the next run, but we're going to cut it off right here and give it a shot. So thanks for sticking with us so far, guys. We appreciate it.